Hey guys, this is our first video in our series of gamer couple relationship advice videos. Today we'll be talking about our top 5 mistakes that gamer couples make.
Yes, the top 5 mistakes that all gamer couples make that we've learned from experience with and that we're still learning how to deal with. So these are the top 5 mistakes that all gamer couples make.
I'm Darian.
And I'm Gabrielle.
And together we are Coopetition. The first mistake that gamer couples make is playing by yourself. It's easy to continue in old habits of binging Skyrim by yourself, but you have a new opportunity here. You can play with your significant other and you can use that as an opportunity to grow closer together. So don't keep doing as you were doing, play together, and also remember that this is a great opportunity to build trust. Yes, that's right. Playing together builds trust, it builds reliance, because it may not be a real experience, but you are actually relying on that person to have your back, to heal you, to take care of you. And those are things that carry over into real life really well.
Numero dos, out of the top 5 gaming mistakes that couples make, number 2 is not communicating. Just like in a regular relationship, you need to communicate. In gaming, you need to communicate as well. You might as well just be playing solo if you don't communicate to the person you are playing with. You need to establish roles in your gaming. Whether it be healer, tank, it doesn't matter. Communicate, establish your roles, having great bonding experience with gaming, because that's what gaming as a couple is about. Is to have yourselves come together in a place that most people enjoy, gaming. So remember, communication is key with couples gaming.
The third common mistake that gamer couples make is fighting over loot. This is a big one. Gabrielle and I fight over loot all the time, but we're getting much better about it. The key to sharing loot is being humble, putting the need of the other person before yourself. Because if one person is looking out for the needs of the other and the other person is looking out for the needs of the other, everything works out. You have to look at every specific circumstance and say, hey, who needs this more? And when you weigh it and you figure out who needs the staff, the magical staff, well, obviously whoever's playing the wizard needs the magical staff. Or who needs the armor? The tank needs the armor. You take every scenario and you weigh it. Or if you both have equal need for that healing potion, well, you just take that instance and you say, hey, who wants it more? And usually, in my case, Gabrielle wants it more, so she'll get the loot in that situation. So remember, this is something you need to look out for. That loot. Don't let it divide your relationship.
Number 4, out of the 5 gaming mistakes that gaming couples make, is not working together. This is one of the most common mistakes ever. When me and Darian play games, Warframe for instance, my computer's slow. It's 3 years old. So while I'm waiting for my screen to load, his screen has already loaded, and he runs ahead of me. And that kind of ticks me off. So when you're gaming, make it about playing together, not running ahead of the person you're playing with. Because if you play together, it's actually very rewarding. If you stick in range, you talk, you discuss battle plans. Like in one of our Borderlands, Let's Play Borderlands episodes, me and Darian came up with this plan to take down a turret. And it was a really great plan, but we couldn't have completed it if we were separated. That's why it's great to play together and stick together, and it also builds trust. Because if you're running ahead of me, or like when Darian runs ahead of me, I don't trust him later on to have my back. So I'm like, I'm just going to play this by myself because you're going to run ahead of me anyway. And that's not good. So if you stick together, play together, plan together, it's great. It builds trust. It helps you be together. So, game together, not alone. Number 5 is blaming. It is one of the most common mistakes that gaming couples make. Not even gaming couples. Solo players and co-op players do this as well. Whether it's blaming the person you're playing with for the fact you died or you lost the game, or blaming the other party members you're with for dying or losing the game. It's something that is mostly a pride issue because you don't want to own up to the fact that you basically lost the game. And you need to accept personal responsibility for it. If you did it, own up to it. No one's going to judge you for it.
Also, the other side of this is accept group responsibility. Sometimes the team's just bad. Sometimes this guy messes up here, this girl messes up there, and the joint failures cause for a loss, a defeat. So you need to be humble, but you also need to have perspective that you are a team and every person has weight in the team, and the actions or inactions, their skill or lack of skill affects the outcome. So remember, it's not usually just one person's fault. Although, like Gabrielle said, you have to be able to look at yourself and accept your own fault. Also, accept the faults in those around you. And another thing I want to go into with that is, once you realize the faults in others, there is a right way and a wrong way to confront them about it. If you go up to your friends or just your teammates, you're like, man, you suck, you should have never done that. Well, you're not going to get through to them. But if you talk to them, you approach them in a friendly manner and you say, hey, I noticed you did this thing wrong. Let me recommend another thing you can do. That's going to really help them be more willing to accept the criticism, because human beings are prideful creatures. And another thing is, you also want to say something positive they did when they were in the game, because I'm sure they did plenty of things right, but they don't get attention until they do something wrong, right? Well, people are more willing to accept criticism when you sandwich it between two positive things they did. It's like when you take a nasty pill and you put some jelly around it. Anyone do that when they're a kid? Same idea. So just remember, don't blame, accept responsibility. Alright, gamer couples and non-couple gamers, thanks for watching our video, Top 5 Mistakes that Gamer Couples Make. And remember, if you make a mistake, it's fine. Every mistake is just an opportunity to improve.
And if you like our video, make sure you give us the big thumbs up button, which is the like button at the bottom. And if you want to see more of what we're doing, be sure to subscribe. And remember, gamers, game better together.